We're recording, Carl.
5 minutes on the clock.
Go. How are you?
Good, busy, absolutely mental. And it's been ages. We've only done this is the second one this year, so we need to get better. We had a good flow last year, so we need to get better at doing these.
But we have got a good excuse though, haven't we?
It's very busy. Bananas. Yeah, I think just to give people, I mean, the market feels like it was sort of pre-coronavirus, if not busier. I think there's been sort of a number of clients I was speaking to are finding, in my opinion, that they put things on hold for a good chunk of last year, and actually they haven't been impacted as badly as they thought, and have got this real kind of pent-up demand, if you'd like, to kick on with projects. And I mean, this week alone, what was it? We saw a client release sort of a substantial amount of infrastructure roles. Yeah. Last week, you worked with another client and you kind of built them a whole team pretty much within a week.
Yeah.
And just the pace at which things are happening is really intense. And I think that if clients don't have the capacity to operate at that intensity, they are missing out on talent. I think the days are gone now where you could sit on a CV for a week, maybe 2 weeks, they'd still be there. And the attitude was, well, they should be grateful we're hiring. I mean, as we're finding, most candidates at the moment have got 3, 4, 5 things on the go. And it's the companies who can turn that round the sharpest are the ones that are winning.
Yeah, I agree. I think also making sure that whilst the swiftness of how you recruit is really important, it's how you execute your interviews as well with the people that you are interviewing, making sure that you're getting the right person for the role. I think it's also important, something I wanted to quickly touch on, is that if you're a candidate and you've got more than one offer, you need to make sure that it's the right decision. I think we've lost candidates, but we've certainly won candidates for offers on our side of the fence on the basis that they've really understood the culture of the organisation. And if it's someone that you know that's worked there before, I mean, we've recently placed someone that was referred to us by someone that actually works in the business. That's what you've got to look at. You've got to understand and feel. And I know it's difficult because we're working remotely, right? So interviews are remote, but it's important for them to extract the right information in the interview, but also for clients to give the right information in an interview as well, so they can make that really, really uniform decision on what's the right role. You know, most of the candidates we've had, give or take a few, have had other things, have had other offers. So we're always battling with 2 offers, which is great for a candidate, right?
Yeah, it is. And I think the other thing I just echo, we're seeing a fair bit of this in a moment, is I would say to all clients, know what your remote working policy is, know what it's going to look like in the new world.
Yeah.
Because people expect that. People expect you to know those answers. And if you don't, other companies do, and you're in a competitive market. So whatever it might be you want to be in 5 days a week, 4 days a week. But if that's the case, that's fine. I mean, we're placing people that will go back in 5 days a week. But the companies go, I'm not really sure. It might be 5 days. It might be fully remote. I don't really know. Candidates want that certainty. So I definitely say make sure you know what that is and be transparent right from the word get-go on that. Because again, I'm speaking to candidates in the market that have been sort of told by companies or other recruiters, oh yeah, it's fully remote, it'll be fine. And they invest all of this time into going through a process. Then to get to an offer and go, no, you need to be in the office 4 days a week. And it just falls down and then doesn't do your employer brand any good. So I think definitely make sure you know what that is, because sometimes that can be the difference between securing that candidate you want and missing out on them.
Yeah, and interestingly, what I've noticed as well, and the irony that sits behind all this, is candidates do want to get in the office as well. I think we're all bored of staying at home and in lockdown. So actually, we had a really interesting situation where we had a candidate that was remote, and he didn't want to go to the job that we had because our client was like, do you know what? They could be anywhere in the UK. But actually, because of where the head office was, he was like, well, do you know what? I do want to get in the office. I do want to, so it's not going to be for me. So we're almost seeing a swing of, you know, if they can get in the office for 2 days a week, then they really want to, to break it up. So it is interesting to see that swing in the market.
Yeah, and I think the clients that are going to win, from what I'm hearing in the market, are the ones that give candidates that complete autonomy. Because as you said, I don't think, well, I'm not speaking to many candidates that want to be fully remote. Maybe that's our 5 minutes, so we'll wrap up. Fully remote for sort of 5 days a week.
Yeah.
They want to be able to go on a Monday, no, I want to work from home today. Tuesday, no, I might go into the office. And I think if you can offer that autonomy to a candidate, I think that's what people want. And then finally, I cannot wait to get a haircut. Look at the state of that.
That's terrible, isn't it? And you put lots of grease on it this week as
Mate,
well.
I just took the dog out for a walk, didn't I? I literally got caught in the hailstorm today, so I am drenched.
Good. Thank you very much. We'll keep these as regular as we can, right?
Fingers crossed.
Cheers.